What's up, Georgia Bulldog fans? It is Bulldog Banter. Aaron Murray, DeVar's King, and Ben Jones. Knowson is getting his Wi-Fi fixed, so hopefully he'll be here at any moment popping in to join us. But we appreciate y'all joining us here on a Wednesday night to talk some dogs. Yes, Tim Collins, I do apologize. We've been waiting for Knowson and just said, you know what? Screw it. You know, when RB1 gets in here, we'll jump in and he'll give his hot takes as always. The agenda tonight. We're going to talk a lot about this playoff picture, the dogs towards the end of the season, what we like, what we don't like from the committee, what needs to be different, all that good stuff. We'll do a little bit of the UMass game, not really a lot because it's going to be an absolute ass whooping. I had UMass about 4 weeks ago against Mississippi State. It's going to be an ass whooping this weekend, so there's really no point of really diving deep into that football game. We'll give some predictions from the other top games across college football, and then give you our prize picks. Once again, appreciate PrizePicks for being our sponsor this year. Use promo code TPL for your $50 in promo funds for your first $5 lineup. We'll be giving you our top Letterman picks for the upcoming weekend. All right, fellas. New playoffs. Hello, everyone. By the way, TK, Ben, anyone want to say anything? Just the people to get things going. Hi.
What up, Tim?
What
How
up?
you doing, my dude?
What's up, Josh? What's up, Anders? Connor?
I'm over here looking at who this dang board is. I want to know everything about them. They old.
Oh, you talking about the playoff committee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Carla's on
Are
there.
on it though?
Is
Miss
she?
Carla's on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Carla. Come on now. Get the
Yeah.
dogs up with
What's
ahead
out,
of
Miss
10.
Carla?
Yeah.
We love you.
A lot needs to happen for the dogs to get a home playoff game. That is the goal right now. Georgia home playoff game. They need to move up 2 more spots. All right, I'm going to bring up the shindig here. All right, let me know if you can see it. Can we see it? Can we see it? All right. Oh, damn, advertising. Why? Can you all see it? There we go.
Yeah. I got it.
All right. So Oregon 1, Ohio State 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4, Indiana 5, Notre Dame 6, Alabama 7, Miami 8, Ole Miss 9, Georgia 10. All right. So I had this debate with my dad tonight because he was a little fired up about it. Gosh darn Xfinity nonsense. There we go. Xfinity's killing me tonight. It's just killing me. At least that popped up and not something else. I'm always worried that something just random is going to pop up on these things.
We're going to have to turn the show off.
Well, I guess I'm not T-Bob. I don't have that kind of search history, so I don't have to worry about something crazy popping up. Anyways, my dad was pretty adamant that Georgia should be ahead of Alabama. Ooh. He's big in the strength of schedule. I get it. Georgia's strength of schedule is absolutely incredible. But Alabama's strength of schedule is pretty good. And I do believe at the end of the day, head-to-head has to mean something. So while Georgia's strength of schedule is better than Alabama's had a good season this year. They have faced a tough schedule, not to Georgia standard, but they faced a tough schedule and they won head-to-head. So I am not mad with Alabama and Ole Miss being ahead of Georgia. I think Miami could be backed up. I think Georgia could move up 1 spot, maybe be at number 9 right now. And then if Indiana loses this weekend, they bounce back. But overall, you look at this at the moment, I'm trying to find avenues for Georgia to get to the playoffs. I'm just a little bit concerned. But before we get into all that, y'all's thoughts on Georgia at 10 and anything else just overall in this playoff picture that just kind of bugs you a little bit?
I think Ben said it last show. Like, I think they moved us down too far after that first loss, honestly. Now it kind of put them in a bind as a committee. But, I mean, you look at 4, 5, 6, 5. Those are teams that I think and I know we all feel good about beating for sure. And then 7 and 8. I mean, I feel good about beating everybody up there. But yeah, bro. I mean, you would definitely like to see them be good to the boys at least once.
So would you base it? I mean, what is your criteria, Ben, TK? Let's start with Ben first. Do you care more about the eye test or do you care more about strength of schedule? What's your priority when you evaluate a team? And let's Knowson's here.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my goodness. It's more like what the t-shirt should say. goodness. What's up, fellas?
My thing is, if you don't have a ranked win, that's got to hold some value. Like Penn State hasn't beaten anybody that's ranked.
They beat Illinois, who was ranked at the time.
Where's Illinois on here? They ain't ranked.
They're 73. Illinois is ranked 25. Not on. Yeah, they are. They're number 25.
Well, I don't look below like 10.
Oh, you got to keep going.
We lost to who? We lost to number 3 Alabama. We beat number 1 Texas. We beat number 7 Tennessee, and we lost to Ole Miss. Like they played nobody. That's what I'm trying to say. Like them, Indiana. Like if Indiana loses, they need to be out the playoffs. Don't even put them in there.
We'll get to that one, but I do agree that if Indiana loses, I think Georgia jumps Indiana. That's for damn sure. If Indiana makes a playoff or not, that's a whole nother discussion. I think if Indiana makes it, they'll be like an 11 or 12 seed. So Georgia would move up from there for sure. But like everyone else in front of them, like if Notre Dame wins out, like the committee's kind of made the statement that Georgia's not moving ahead of Ole Miss. They're not moving above Alabama. They're not moving above Notre Dame. They're not moving above Penn State. So you start trying to figure out like where can the movement happen? It's Indiana. It would probably be Miami, or it would be Miami if Miami loses and SMU's in, and SMU doesn't get one of the top 4 spots. And then if Notre Dame maybe loses, but I don't see Notre Dame lose the next 2. So Georgia needs some help. Knowson, your overall thoughts? Just we're trying to decipher this. What is wrong with the top 12?
I mean, yeah, you can look at. I mean, it's a lot of talk has been about Georgia's strength of schedule and all that good stuff and where they are. At the end of the day, I think it all play out. You know what I mean? We all know that the Indianas of the world didn't play teams like Georgia, Alabama, even Ohio State for that matter. So I think at the end of the day, it will all pan out, especially this weekend with Ohio State and Indiana. So I can't wait to see that one. I want to see how because how it looks definitely plays into it as well. But if they lose, I think they'll be out either way. But I want to see how close they can contend with the Ohio State team.
Do we all believe that if Indiana loses this weekend, a close game, does it matter what it looks like? Does it matter what it looks like? If they lose a close game, if they're 11-1 and lose a close game, are they still in, or they have to win because of how bad their schedule is?
I guess it depends on the score, right? And then, because if that's the case, if it's a low-scoring game, both sides, they might even drop Ohio State, even if they do win. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all just depends on how much they score as well. But if it's a close, high-scoring game, I could see them staying in the top 12, maybe dropping all the way to 12. But I could see them maybe staying in because then they're saying, okay, if they can give Ohio State a good competition, and it was a high-scoring game back and forth, then maybe they can do that to another team. So I guess it just depends.
Josh Long in the chat, but their quality win would still not be there. Dogs should definitely jump them either way. I mean, if they beat Ohio State, they have the quality win. And if they beat Ohio State, they're probably –
Does Ohio State stay in if Indiana beats?
That's the –
right.
But Ohio State has a win on the road against Penn State.
So Tennessee beat Alabama. Who do you like better?
That's a good question for real.
Who? Boys?
Who do you like better right there?
It'd be Tennessee or Ohio State. I like Ohio State, but I think Ohio State would go. Ohio State would go in over Tennessee. Tennessee needs Ohio State to win this game.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
We need help.
Just sucks this year. The Big Ten's crazy.
We need Syracuse. We need Kirby to call our boy up there at Syracuse.
They could do that in 2 weeks.
They could beat Miami in 2 weeks. It's at Syracuse, and that's a hard place to play.
Why are we saying we need it?
It'd be interesting to see.
I don't know. Home game.
Home, no, Sean. We want to play home.
Yeah.
So Georgia's at 10. No, Sean.
Can I not say
get to at least 8?
Okay. Yeah. That's what we were saying. They need to at least be 8. But can I not? I mean, selfishly enough, too. I mean, I wouldn't mind us going somewhere like a Penn State or somewhere and smacking them boys up there and saying, "Hey, welcome to the SEC."
It doesn't do anything for you.
I know. I get that, but
it's not like you get ranked higher. You need to win. It's going to be cold.
Right. See,
We don't-
that's right there. That mindset. No, man, let's go. No matter where you put us.
Who the fuck
That's
wants to
it.
go on the road and play a playoff game? No one wants to play a playoff game.
Cares? I'm just talking about just for straight bragging rights. Like, bro, it don't matter.
No,
Because
you
the
don't
talk
brag, win.
an
No,
SEC
win.
team cannot go up to the north and win a game. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Who said
go ahead
that?
and shut that up.
I
mean,
saw
that's
that
a lot
on.
of
I saw
talk.
that on. I saw that on the internet as well.
It is a little bit of a talk, but if you think about it, it is kind of true. You know what I'm saying? We never had to go up somewhere else and defend our turf. You know what I'm saying? Or just defend, the SEC. That'd be fire.
Man.
Let's get some
Y'all
questions in the
being
chat. Is Indiana number one if they win Saturday? From K. Williams.
Ooh.
I don't think anyone's jumping Oregon.
No.
Why not? Oregon beat them by 1 at home. If Indiana blows them out,
What is Oregon's schedule look like again?
they
Who's
beat
Oregon?
Washington.
They beat
That's-
Boise State, who's in. They beat Ohio State. They beat Illinois.
It was a
I
close
don't
game
think
versus
you. I don't think.
Wisconsin,
I don't think there's any way you move Oregon. I think Oregon is for sure won the rest of the way unless they drop a game.
Yeah.
I think Indiana would
If
then get an
Ohio State
opportunity.
in front of us, I'm gonna lose it if they lose.
In my opinion, them 4, 5, that 4, 5, and 6 spot is it's very fraudulent.
Penn State's fraudulent. Indiana. I don't know about Notre Dame though.
Fraudulent.
Who have they played? They beat
Fraud.
Texas A&M.
They beat A&M. They beat Louisville. They beat a Georgia Tech team that just beat Miami.
But let me just say, what do y'all want? Y'all want it to be 10 SEC teams? I mean, I get it. It's flawed.
I just want
right?
Georgia.
But
I'm just saying it's fraudulent, my brother.
I get it. We will all say, Tennessee could be in there. Ole Miss is in there. You could say South Carolina could be in there.
I'm going to tell you, Tennessee ain't getting in.
Tennessee needs a lot of help. I agree with that.
You say so.
Tennessee needs Ohio State to blow at Indiana this weekend.
Yep.
Need a blowout. Let's go back to this Georgia-Alabama thing because my dad made the point of like Georgia's losses are against Alabama, close, and they were winning with a couple minutes ago, and Ole Miss. Alabama's losses are to Vanderbilt
Tennessee.
and Tennessee. But really, that Vandy one is the one that's like, ooh,
Why is that though?
Because history.
I get that, but Vandy was a good team. It's a good team. So like,
but the Georgia's losses are still more quality.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Alabama being ahead. I'm just throwing out from what other Georgia fans are saying, including my dad who's upstairs bitching and moaning that strength of schedule.
He gonna
Georgia's
come down
better.
there and whoop your ass.
I know. I gotta watch it. He's bigger than me, so I better keep it down a bit.
I see what you're saying.
But do people like? Should that be a legitimate argument from you three? Because Georgia's strength of schedule is better, because their losses are better, Georgia should be ahead of them.
They beat us.
I agree.
Because
but then okay, do you think
they beat Alabama, but we beat them, so we go ahead of them?
Does the committee take into account who is playing the better ball, like from a trajectory standpoint? Like
if that's the case, South Carolina should be in.
Amen to that one, baby. I love them Cox.
Nobody wants to play them right now.
No one wants Cox right now. Love Cox.
Whoa.
I love South Carolina as much as Knowson loves Missouri.
Those are them boys. Yeah, them boys are
nice.
I agree.
Hey, there's about half the teams in the top 12 that don't want to see South Carolina right now.
No, nobody wants
half of them.
Yeah.
Easy.
What's my name? Lenore Sellers. Yeah.
The big running back. They're 2 DNs.
Rocket. Yeah. They got a defense they can run it, and their quarterback's throwing the ball better.
They're going to beat Clemson. They're going to beat Wofford. They're going to be sitting at what? What are they? They'll be 9-3 or 9-3.
I mean, look at their schedule. I mean, South Carolina, when it's all said and done,
they beat some teams.
Would have beat.
LSU. They should have beat LSU.
Yeah, they
well, let's just say the wins. So they beat A&M, they beat a ranked Missouri, and then they'll probably beat a ranked Clemson.
Hey, they had LSU and they had Bama beat for real.
Dude, they were up by 17, and then Lenore's got hurt versus LSU. Then they had that BS roughing the quarterback on the pick six that would have ended the game. And then versus Alabama, Lenore fumbled the ball in the fourth quarter when they were winning.
They had them boys.
I
too.
mean,
Hey,
they
Ole
should
Miss
be at
beat 'em.
least
I give 'em credit. Ole Miss beat them.
yes. How do we
They
feel about Ole
scared.
Miss? I think a lot of people are a little bit up and down on Ole Miss.
yeah,
I think
Rudy.
Ole Miss is a damn good football team.
I don't want to play them again.
No, I don't.
When
either.
I'm looking at that,
But
all
we
these
probably
teams,
will.
I'm circling Ole Miss. I don't want to play, and Bama. Other than that, I'm good. We can beat anybody out there. I don't want to play either one of them.
Who is the best team right now? Give me your top 2 teams, top 3 teams
That's playing the best, or who?
that's playing the best, and you believe is the best roster in college football. Like when you watch them, all right, let's just play from Georgia's perspective. I think Ben brought this up the best way. I'm Georgia. Who do I not want to play right now?
Ole Miss, Bama. Other than that, I think we can beat anybody on there.
I'm 100% with you on those two.
I
I think we
would-
can beat Oregon.
I would say that anybody with a front like this doing something.
I don't like a mobile quarterback and a good defense.
Yeah. She thinks all that.
Yeah. Right with you.
I think Ole Miss is the most complete team in college football right now.
They're solid. They got everything.
The offensive line still, I think, has some questions, but
Just kill you with tempo, though.
they have the best receiving core. Jackson's playing at a high level. They got a defense that's playing at a high level. There's just really not a weakness. Besides Lane maybe doing something stupid, but other than that,
If you look at rosters, them and Ohio State have pretty similar rosters when you're
Yes.
looking at them. Great.
well, they're
D-line,
identical. Great defense, great receivers. I would give Ole Miss.
quarterback.
I would give Ole Miss the quarterback, and I think both have questions at the offensive line.
Yep.
Ohio State has better running backs.
Yes, they stole Ole Miss's running back.
Yes,
Juckins.
Quinshawn Juckins.
Juice.
Jack Wright. Jack, what's up, buddy? Don't want to mess with Ole Miss D line again. It's the most
Hey,
talented
Jack.
front in the country. Them in South Carolina. That's what I'm saying. Don't want to play South Carolina right now either. I think those two teams up front can get after the quarterback. So anything I'm missing? Like I said, there's a lot that's going to be cleaned up this weekend. Ohio State, Indiana matchup. We'll learn about both those teams, what happens there. Notre Dame Army. We'll see. Maybe Notre Dame drops on the Army. We'll find out. I doubt it. And then obviously Miami's got 2 tough games down the stretch. Maybe at least one tough game. Who they got this week? They got Wake Forest, not this weekend, but the next weekend at Syracuse.
Is a hard place to play.
What's that?
Syracuse is a hard place to play.
And Syracuse got a great offense, and Miami's defense is horrendous. Yeah. I mean, as bad as it can freaking get.
They're going to have to play. I guess it ain't going to matter because are we saying the championship games are going to matter?
Let's ask that question. Lane Kiffin came out and said, no one wants to play, or I've talked to multiple coaches, and people do not want to play in the SEC championship game because they don't want to get punished. They don't see the value in it. They see just more of uncertainty and another physical game you have to play. And yeah, you get the bye week, but if I'm once again, if I'm Georgia, to get the weekend off, to get 2 or 3 weeks off,
Get healthy,
and then get a home game, may be better than having to get up for another game against another SEC team in the SEC championship game. Yeah. So do we agree with that? Or I know the other big thing is people are calling them soft. Thoughts on it?
It's not punishing it. Like, no matter what, if you're in the playoffs, I'm for it. But if it can knock you out the playoffs, I don't like it. Like, you have a chance to get a first round bye, that's big. But sitting there, if you're sitting there at 10-2 and lose, and they can knock you out, I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, you could put Jax up there. You should not be punished for losing your conference championship game.
Nope. I agree with that one.
Yeah,
I agree.
100%. But there's no incentive. Like there is, other than getting a SEC championship ring and a trophy, there's no incentive.
Well, you get the bye.
Yeah, that. But shit, what is a week gonna do essentially? Yeah, to your body.
I would rather have a home. I would rather have a home playoff game and get 3 weeks off leading up to that.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Get a
So
little momentum,
Yeah.
then go play a bowl game after it.
I mean,
No, Sean?
maybe you could look at that way.
y'all know
You
he
could
crazy.
also-
He want to play in every game.
Well,
He
also,
want to play in every
I'm
single.
just saying, you could also look at it 3 weeks off. I mean, 3 weeks off. I mean, that's a long ass time. Now you talking about, oh, it's a slow start. We already saw what the season started off like, so maybe that's a bad thing too, bro. And yeah, you shouldn't lose if you're in the championship. But if you're like a 12 seed or something like that, 13, and you in the championship, SEC championship or something like that, and you lose, then yeah, maybe you should drop, depending on what those teams look like behind you. So like, no.
So you're going to tell me you're the number 2 team in the SEC.
Okay.
You go to the SEC championship game. You lose, so you get punished and get kicked out of the playoffs.
Well, no, because what's the
7 right there, Alabama 7.
Alabama.
So you're 7?
Alabama goes into Texas.
Yeah.
Plays a close game
What's
in Atlanta
Texas?
and loses.
What's Texas will be at? Like what?
They'll be 11-1.
If you lose that and you're 7 and they're a number 3 ranked team and you lose that, you won't get kicked out, bro. You ain't going to get kicked out of the playoffs.
Or you going to move down?
You move down. You'll move
I'm
down.
fine
You'll
with
probably
moving
play a
down.
different team. You'll probably move to maybe 9, maybe
So you lose
10.
the home playoff game.
Yes.
But you'll still be in the playoffs for sure.
So you're getting punished. If they didn't play in it, they'd have had a home playoff game.
So you know what? Let's make it more extensive like this then. In these championship games, players get a certain amount of money from the SEC. How about that? Pay them then.
I would
Make
like
it-
that.
And would that make it better, Ben? If we pay these
That
kids,
money-
if you
that
win,
money-
you win.
Absolutely. Give me
The
some
money
money.
do be talking.
If you win,
This was my biggest worry when this whole
Okay.
thing started. This was going to get to a point that it's like college basketball and it's like college baseball. No one gives a crap about the conference championship game. I don't. I'll be honest with you right now. ESPN has done a terrific job of pumping these playoffs. It is what everyone is talking about. It's what every show's talking about. It's what every football team's talking about. People just want to get to the playoffs.
Mhm.
That's the same thing in the other sports. We are moving away from the conference championship game. And if a team gets screwed because they lose, or if a team like Alabama, who would be hosting a first-round playoff game, loses that because they lose a tight ball game in the SEC championship game, you can't tell me people are going to be like, why the hell are we playing in this game?
Because if you lose that game, you ain't supposed to be there anyway. You ain't getting wait, so we just handed out participation trophies now? No, bro. If you get there, show that you belong then. You know what I'm saying? Show you belong.
But that still takes away a home playoff game. It doesn't mean that the number
Don't
9 and 10 team are
lose.
better than you.
Don't lose. It's always someone complaining. You complain when it's 4 teams. Now you complain because you make it and you drop and you don't get a home game. No one's
I'm
ever
not
going.
complaining. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not saying you. I'm just.
I don't think there's anything
No
that
one
doesn't really benefit me. I don't care about conference championship weekend.
I get it, but no one's going to be satisfied. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got 12
Do you
team
care- do
playoff
you
now.
care
We
about
got to
it?
be happy
Do
with
you
that.
care about conference championship weekend? Do you? Do you think it serves a purpose?
Yes, because listen, man, this is the champion. Listen, this is the natty before the natty. All right, we the SEC,
No, it isn't.
baby.
There's about
This is the
4
natty
weeks
before the
of
natty.
football
You
before
win
the
this,
natty.
you win this. You like, bruh, we the best of the best. You know what I'm
if you're ranked
saying?
number 1 going into it,
I mean, I'm just saying, man.
you're going to fall to
Come
the
on,
top
bruh.
5. You get a home playoff game at least.
It's the natty before the natty, baby. I mean, what do you want? I mean, what do you want? What do you want?
No, Sean tripping.
No one will ever be satisfied.
I mean, that statement is very true right there.
No one will ever be satisfied.
What, no
bro.
shot
So
is
what do you
tripping?
want? What do you
Well,
want?
we're
You
not-
want the
I want
loser to still.
I want a 14-team playoff. I want.
What is that
14
going to do?
teams,
You're still going to probably be in the same predicament
Get
at
rid
some
of
point.
conference championships and have the number 1 seed for the best SEC team, the best Big Ten team get a bye, and then the rest is just playoff time. That's what I want.
I like it.
So, all right, and
So there's no
but listen to
champion.
this,
There's
though.
there's
But
no
once you
SEC
get
champion.
there
There's no conference champion.
and you lose, you out. At least in this, instance, if you lose, you still end. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know.
Man,
This is pretty much the playoffs before the playoffs. Like, what do you mean? This is pretty much the same thing you're talking about with 14 teams. It's the same thing. Like, if you lose, okay, you just drop. Now you don't get rewarded. It's the same thing as having 14 teams, and then you
Why
lose,
everyone
you're
else
just
gets to-
totally
why-
out.
why everyone else gets to sit at home and just relax? Why everyone else gets to sit at home and relax?
Yeah.
So you want no
Yeah,
relaxation.
I mean, like we said,
that's
I'm
there's
telling you,
just-
like, I think Georgia this year, because of the schedule, if given the opportunity, would probably say, like, we truly do not want to play in that game in Atlanta. We would benefit more from having more time off and
Right.
not having to get up for another big time game right away.
I see it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I would
To
say
each
that
their
too.
own. To each their
No,
own.
I get that.
If Texas A&M Texas loses to A&M, are they still in or no? I think Texas would be one of those bubble teams that I would say probably out.
Texas
haven't had-
loses, they're out.
Yeah,
Who have they beat?
But Texas
their-
from 2
their
to just drop
schedule.
out of the whole.
Name their ranked
just-
teams they beat.
They beat Michigan,
They ain't.
who's not very good. They beat Oklahoma,
But
who's
Texas
not very
A&M
good.
is good though. They're not bad.
No, I'm saying if
So?
A&M beats Texas,
Right.
what's Texas
Texas had
like?
won a ranked
Who
game.
would you take at that point, Texas or Tennessee? I would take Tennessee.
Texas.
Tennessee's a better resume.
Tennessee.
Why Texas? Why?
I might because they just got more weapons over there, and I feel like they were
Oh,
just
that's
thinking.
not-
I don't
But
know,
they're
man.
not winning. But they're not winning the games, though, Sean. They're not
So
winning.
Tennessee or
Tennessee
but y'all
beat
acting like
Alabama.
Texas A&M are slumps. They're not slumps though. Texas A&M.
But who's
Texas hasn't beat a team that has over 5 wins.
Texas A&M was ranked top 10 at some point, or top 12 or 13. What are they right now?
I'm
They
not.
haven't
That's not a
played
win.
them
We're
yet.
saying they lose.
Yeah.
They played some
We
really
will-
good comp though.
Ooh.
They played some. Check their list. Check their list. I remember them
Hold
having
up.
some tight games. I
I'll
remember
pull
them
it up
having
right
some
now.
tight games. Bring that up. Bring that up.
Bring
What?
that up. Yo, I
Bring it
can't.
up, bring it
Hey,
up, bring it up,
Michigan's
bring it up.
good. Michigan's terrible.
All right, here we go. They have Michigan,
Terrible.
Oklahoma, terrible. Vanderbilt, the best team on there at 500,
Okay.
and then Arkansas is a 500 team too.
Who you want? Who they beat? They
Arkansas
beat
5-5, Vanderbilt 6-4.
But y'all funny though. These teams
Let's pull up. Let's pull up
like the
Tennessee's
Floridas,
record.
like the
Who's they beat
Arkansas,
Alabama?
like
They
you
both beat
act like they haven't
Oklahoma. They beat Bama.
Both
same
beat
teams.
Florida.
They
Same
both beat
teams.
Florida, but they beat Alabama though.
That boy,
Okay.
that boy Brago said put UMass in. That might help us out a little bit. UMass.
But you imagine. But you know what I'm saying though, like
Vandy's their
Those-
best win. Vanderbilt is
Great.
Texas's best win.
so one
And
game.
Tennessee's
So they're
going to end
both
up
1
beating
and
them
1.
too.
Alabama and then what's your
So they've beaten all the
mean,
same teams, but they also beat Alabama. Why does
Right.
Tennessee not deserve to get over Texas if Texas loses?
I'm with
I
you.
want them.
Yeah.
That's-
They,
Why,
they,
no, Sean?
they shouldn't,
Why?
but they
Why?
shouldn't
Small
drop
team
from
too,
number
though.
2 out of the playoffs. That's
We went
ridiculous.
from 3 to out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, that's
Last
we
week,
did.
Georgia
We
did.
lost Ole Miss. We went out the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you
We had
saying
games left though.
look,
but
bro,
yeah.
we
But this
was
is-
down there.
This
You
is
saying
when
you
other
like-
teams don't like you drop if you have a bye week. Like so, theoretically, all these teams that don't play would either drop or stay where they are. So they couldn't just drop past all those teams, and then they didn't even play.
He
But what were
go.
you saying?
I'm saying you like right now. You like Tennessee over Texas.
Their wins.
All right, if they both played
Head to head.
head to head,
No.
yeah. Who wins? I get head to head, guys. I want
Texas.
I say Texas, right?
We don't know.
So
They
then
can't
what
beat
that
you
comes down
guys.
to the debate, like, is it strength of schedule? Is it eye test?
What do we? Yes. Do we
It's a
think
little bit of
it's an
both.
eye test or
I
actual
like a little
strength?
bit of the eye, but
I think Tennessee is a good
because
football
listen, guys,
You do
this
the
is
eye,
what
you got to put it in South
this is
Carolina.
what y'all said early
Yeah.
this season, though. I remember, I think Murray said it. He was like, because we were talking about Texas, and we were saying
Put it on them.
we
put
can
it on
only
them.
control who they put in front of you. We all said that. If Georgia
So
had,
then you love Indiana then? Do you love Indiana then? If you're going to use that?
nah, not necessarily. But this is going to tell me a lot this weekend versus Ohio
Indiana
State.
don't love Indiana. They ain't feeling good about this week.
Indiana
Oh,
going
God.
win.
I hope they don't.
Hmm.
There's a lot of craziness about to happen.
You go only
Uh,
control what's in front of you, though.
What
At the
kind
end
of-
of the day, people will always be bitching and moaning about the committee. But,
But, bro, we
it
got
is- it is
smacked by Ole
it
Miss.
is a tough ass thing to put 12 teams like that together.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, that's what we need to do. Let's put our 12 together at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, you want to do it right
I
now?
think Texas would beat
Yeah, we
Tennessee if they
could.
played, but if we're looking at strength of schedule, Tennessee's is better.
I can't give so much weight to the strength of schedule. A little bit of the eye has to come into that. I feel like.
So we should not play Clemson. We shouldn't play these teams like that. We should be playing Georgia
But, yo,
Southern, Georgia
But
State.
Clemson was trash, and I still feel like Clemson's kind of trash. No,
They're 18.
I know, but
They've
we
only lost
can't
2
hang.
games.
All right, I want to go another question in chat from Jack here. What are thoughts on
Oh,
if Boise
man.
State gets by, does CFP already need to be reworked? For some reason, I don't know why. I guess I was not fully educated on this. I thought it was the 4 Power 4 conferences that would get a bye, and the group would be in. But I didn't realize that they could actually get a bye too. It's the 4 highest ranked conference champions, not the 4 highest ranked group of 4 champions, if that makes sense. So is
We need
it
a
messed up that
PowerPoint.
Boise State gets a bye?
Yes.
I'm with you on that one too.
Wado, explain yourself.
They played
Who the
Oregon.
fuck did
We
they
lost.
play?
That's what they played.
All right. Explain.
We played
So
nobody.
that's going to be the new thing now in all these playoff
We have
bowl
to
crap.
play
It's
good
who
teams.
Look, somebody
playing.
said 16 teams. We got
Bro,
14
but this is the
teams,
thing.
16
If
teams.
you are undefeated team, all right,
you
who
want here?
cares? Like, if once you get to that playoff,
Here's Boise
it's
State's
going to get
schedule.
exposed.
Here's Boise State's schedule: Georgia Southern, Portland State, Washington State, Utah State, Hawaii, UNLV, San Diego State,
3
Nevada,
points to number 1, my boy.
San Jose State.
3
Shit,
points
we
to
beat
number
number
1.
one.
Right?
I feel
beat
you,
number
man.
1.
I understand. Huh. Who's
But,
left?
bro,
Wyoming, Oregon State.
So they deserve a bye.
No.
Well, who's playing in front? Who's playing in the championship? Who is it? Oregon? Someone else?
You can only
No, it's
control
not
what's in
They're
Oregon.
not in
Oregon.
Oregon State. They're in
Yeah,
the mountain.
Oregon.
I get you can
Yeah,
only control, but listen, they're in the playoffs.
They should
Congratulations,
just
you
be
made
happy to be in the playoffs with that doo-doo
Yes.
schedule to play.
Yes.
Hey,
Just be happy.
that boy gonna have me saying that one. You can only control what's in front of you.
Oh my god.
That's it right there.
right there, man. Let them in. I want them in. I want them in.
Who?
Who do y'all want out? All right, let me look at this list. Who do y'all want out? Y'all want Indiana out, really?
Out.
Yes.
No.
They're going to lose. They're going to be
If
out.
they lose, I want them out.
But I like that. Yes. Oh, so you want them all the way out? Okay, you want them all the way out. All right. Then who you gonna put in there? I'm looking at the list right now. I need to know everything, man. 'Cause
Boise is only.
so y'all
probably
just
beat-
mad? Y'all
probably
just
beat-
mad?
Go ahead and
Probably
move
beat
SMU up.
SMU.
SMU up because one of them's going to lose. SMU
Y'all
or
want
Miami.
SMU over in Indiana?
Yes, they haven't. Look at SMU schedule.
SMU is trash.
Yeah,
as
pick
well,
on
SMU is at a-
though.
SMU's had a pretty easy schedule though too.
Yeah.
SMU had this season with the easiest Power 5 schedule or Power 4 schedule. They'd
If
be
anything,
in.
I want Colorado in. Put
Oh,
them in.
hell.
Well, Colorado will be in
I'd
if
rather
they
have
win.
Colorado too.
It can't be SMU. Go back to that shit, bro.
Can't be SMU. I told you, man.
It ain't no better than Indiana.
It's better. No, it is better than Indiana.
Yeah, it is.
It's
So
better
that's what
than
I'm saying.
Indiana.
I don't know who y'all want to drop out and put in because this is looking. Besides the rank and like where they are, 7, 6, whatever. Like those
Give
are
me
the top
Colorado.
teams.
Give me
Yeah,
Colorado.
Colorado. Mhm.
Well, Colorado will get in if they win out. They're like, I don't think we need
Who
to
they
worry
got
about
left?
those. Colorado
Yeah.
has Kansas, and then
Y'all
they
want Army?
have
Man,
Oklahoma
I
State,
like-
and then-
Y'all like
Who do you-
I like South Carolina over
So
Colorado.
y'all want South Carolina in this thing with a 7-3 record, Jones? 8-3,
a 9
maybe.
and 3. They get 9 and 3.
I don't want them in. No, I don't want to play them. Don't want to play them.
Because you want to say, don't you want to talk about like who's been hot down the stretch? If they
Mhm.
win out, they would have been Texas A&M, Missouri, and Clemson.
They that close to being undefeated, but
Not undefeated, one loss. They
They
got
done
blown
lost
out
Ole
Ole Miss.
Miss.
who?
They
Oh,
get
Ole
to
Miss,
actually Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. The other two, my fault. Right on.
Gosh darn it, stupid Xfinity.
One loss.
I mean, Texas A&M. I mean,
Shout out to Jay Ships in the chat. Appreciate the super chat. F the
I
playoff
mean, I
committee
can
in
do
there.
without Miami, honestly. In
F
there,
them.
I can do without them in there. Like, honest, if we want to talk about taking out
Once
teams,
again, though, like,
They've had a lot of close
Once
ones.
again, like if an there's only going to be one ACC team in that gets in. That's it. So the winner gets in.
I agree.
There will not be two. So if Miami wins the ACC championship game, they're in. They lose,
Give
they're
them
out.
the bye over
I need
Boise.
them to just get out. I don't want them in.
They have one loss. They should get the bye instead of Boise.
I agree with that one too.
Boise can take their ass to 12.
I thought they were at 12. My list says they're at 12. I mean, I'm okay with whatever, man. I can take Miami out, put Texas A&M in or South Carolina, whatever. Colorado's in, and then Tennessee. I want them in. Boise in.
All these good teams. I'm trying to win it. I want Miami. I want
my fault.
I want to win. I want to win.
I'm trying to make the the playoffs interesting.
He play on Heisman.
Right.
He tried to play on no doubt.
My fault.
We don't want them in. No.
Oh my goodness.
Woo, boy, it's gonna be a fun next week and a half as this playoff committee, actually 2.5
I'm glad
weeks,
we got you, man, this week. Let's go.
Man, I was trying to do a live show at the playoff game.
Hey, I even put in my ticket thing. I want my first game to be a home playoff Georgia game. My first game in Sanford.
I agree.
Look, that boy sad. That boy over there is sad. I agree.
I hit Brooks up. I said, "Hey, can I get some tickets that if y'all get a home game, crickets."
Crick piece. Wow.
Don't do us like that, bro.
You hit the wrong person up.
Come on, Brooksy. No.
Brooks.
Oh, sure, he's busy right now. He's busy right now.
Uh,
All right. I think that's it for the playoff talk. Anyone else got anything else? We do it again, probably again next week when we get a new ranking. But anything left from the boys?
Nah, go Dogs.
Woo! That was fun. All right. Before we do some predictions for games this weekend, we do want to give another shout out to our sponsor, PrizePicks, taking care of us all season long. We're going to be giving out some picks right now. Make sure you use promo code TPL to get $50 in promo funds on your first $5 lineup. Things are going to get nice and spicy here down the stretch. Might as well make some money, some extra cash before Christmas. So make sure you use our picks to go and do that. So we're going to be going through our top picks, our own individual lineups, and at the end of it, we'll pick our top one from each one of our lineups as well. So I'm going to go first, fellas, and then we'll build our lineups from there. All right. I'm going to go all quarterbacks for my three-piece. DJ Lagway at home, feeling good. Offense is rolling right now. Offensive line has been better this year. The receivers are making plays. The running back position has been pretty darn good as well. He should be healthier this week. I know this against Ole Miss. Ole Miss coming off a bye, maybe a little bit slow. I think DJ does a great job pushing the ball vertically down the field. So I'm going to do more than 216 yards passing for DJ. Shadur Sanders, they're rolling. Kansas's defense in the defensive backfield, I think, is a little bit shaky. Not if. I know they're a little bit shaky. And I think he smells number 2 pick in the NFL draft. He's playing at a high level. He's the best quarterback in all of college football. Give me more than 2.5 touchdowns for Shadur Sanders. And then Jalen Milroe this weekend against Oklahoma, more than 47.5 yards rushing. Alabama needs to continue to win. They need to continue to dominate. They want a home game. They know they got to play big each and every game down the stretch. So give me more than 47.5 rushing yards for Jalen Milroe. That's my 3. Who wants their 3 next? Who wants their 3 next?
Yep, I got it. Here we go.
Okay.
It's your boy's 3-pack. First up, I got Mr. Kevin Concepcion of NC State. They got him slated to go for more or less than 42.5 yards, and he's been a guy that gets a lot, and a lot of targets. So I think he'll get a lot this weekend versus Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech coming off that big win versus Miami. I see Kevin having a hell of a game versus Georgia Tech this weekend, going for more than 42.5 yards. And then my second guy, Aaron, you talked about DJ Lagway. He's been balling all year long, and this guy's a beneficiary of that. Elijah Badger. I've got him going for more than 56.5 yards this weekend against Mississippi. And then Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's a guy we talk about a lot on the show. Travis Hunter's a guy that is a Heisman candidate, Heisman finalist, probably going to be. May even win that thing. And I think so. I got him going for more than 96.5 yards this weekend against who they playing, Kansas. So give him the ball, Shador. Give him the damn ball.
Ben, Knowson, who's up next?
I got you. I got these running backs here.
You got some running backs? Okay.
I got UNC running back Amarion Hampton. This guy is the easiest pick of them all. He is their only guy on their team. If it's at 2 touchdowns, I would pick him. But they only needs 1. So definitely more on that. He is their whole team right now. I ain't gonna lie. He is their offense. He rushed for 245 yards last week. Next pick, Florida running back, freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, Jaden Ba. How you say his name? How you say it? Ba, something.
Ball.
Something B.
Ball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he get so all he needs is 1 touchdown. I like it. I like him getting
I
one.
heard that one.
The last one though, I don't think. Ulysses Benton. He's not their bell cow. He's a senior. He's a faster guy, so he could have explosive. But when they get down there inside the 10, he's the one who's not getting the rock. So I'm gonna go less than a touchdown. So
Beautiful.
that's my 3 pick, pack, whatever you want to call it.
3-pack, baby. Give me the 3-pack.
Hey, fans, you listen. Hammer. Hampton for over.
I agree. I'm guessing that's gonna be Ben's number 1 pick when we do our Letterman lineup. All right.
Hey, back the truck up and say Hampton. More.
Come on.
I like it, man. Hey, I like it, bro. I got the 3-piece chicken nugget. That's what I call that thing. You know how to do. Yes, sir. I did the running backs as well, Ben. Hey, first one, Dante Dowdell. My fault. Over there from Nebraska. Playing the Wisconsin team. Just came off a loss to Oregon where they just put up 121 on the ground. They've been struggling a little bit, this Notre Dame team, but they're going to try to get back on track versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin, they're both coming off of losses. You know what I mean? So they have Dogwell. They have him at 46.5. He's been up and down all year, but Wisconsin's trying to Nebraska's trying to run the ball. So I think he'll get more this week for 46.5. Second, I have Isaiah Augustoff, Colorado. Kansas team coming off. They've been struggling this whole year. I mean, a Kansas team that we all thought that they were going to be better this year. Hasn't been that way. They are coming off a 2-game winning streak. But Colorado right now, they have a mission right now. They got things on their mind right now. So last week playing a Utah team, they put up some points and Augustoff still rushed for 58 yards, and they have him at 48.5 this week. I think Colorado keeps on rolling, and they're going to need the run game to keep on rolling. So I'll say more for Augustoff this week as well for my RBs. And then lastly, Travion Henderson from Ohio State. 2-headed monster with him and Quinshon Junkins. I heard we talked about him earlier, playing this Indiana team that we're going to learn a lot about. We're going to see what's up. Let me see. He's averaging right now more yards than Junkins right now on less carries. And shoot, all but 1 game this whole year, they got him at 52.5. All but 1 game this year, Nebraska game where it was a close game, he had under 52 yards. So that's every game this season he has over 40 yards. So this is a guarantee, almost a guarantee dang there that he's going to get over 52.5. So Henderson for Ohio State, I got more this weekend. Oh, for sure.
Can we click up for his guarantee? You know, he don't do that often.
Give me that click.
All but 1 game?
He don't do that.
He going to do that.
Let's pick our PrizePicks. Here we go. Let's do this one. Let's pick our Letterman lineup right now. So my pick for Letterman lineup is going to be Shedeur Sanders for more than 2.5. I love this guy right now. Shedeur.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm guessing Ben is going to be Hampton.
More than a touchdown.
And this is how easy it is. You just put it in. Bop, bop, bop. Hampton. Oh, that is a good one right there. I do like that. All right. T.
Man, I want to go with Travis Hunter, but I think I'm going to go with Mr. Kevin Concepcion, man.
I feel like we haven't talked about him since the beginning of the season. What was he at?
Little minute.
Okay.
It was
Right
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
All right, Knowson, what do you got?
You know Henderson, man, for sure. He
Oh,
gonna get over
Guaranteed.
52.5, guaranteed, bro.
Guaranteed.
I like that too. I
It's
like
nothing
that
less.
too. $20 wins you 100. Come on now, we like that. We like that. We like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
100
And
on
then you
that.
just got to hit 3 of the 4. You just got to hit 3 of the 4 to get that too.
Yeah. And you
Oh,
smell that? Let's go get it.
You ain't got to hit all 4. I mean, shoot, let's mess around a little bit. We put a little hundo on that. What we get? Ooh,
Ooh,
that's some Christmas gifts.
Telling you.
That's some
you
Christmas
go dump it in there.
gifts.
I like that.
Ooh.
I like hands
All
on
right.
everything.
Appreciate PrizePicks once again. Don't forget promo code TPL, $50 in promo funds with your first $5 line up. All right, fellas, let's do some predictions. I know we didn't really get into the Georgia game, but like we said at the beginning, Georgia's going to beat that ass. Really not much to get into for that one. Georgia by a million. Georgia by a million. We all
We're gonna
agree.
see
Do we
the
all
see?
agree?
backup
Do we see
quarterback.
Stockton? Yeah. Who do we see?
Yeah, we're
Do
gonna
we
see the backup quarterback.
Do
Rashada.
we see him? We should.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
quick
better.
question though. Jack had a good question up
Where?
there, man. Jack Wright up there.
Where they
Yeah,
go?
it's about
Jack
Carson.
said a lot of good questions.
Yeah, bring that back up a little
Oh.
bit. I need to hear everyone. I need to hear first of all Murray.
Can Beck
Yeah.
slide back into the first round? Is that which
Did
one?
he?
I know you want
Yeah,
that
did
one.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, he can slide back in the first round. He plays like he did this past weekend and does that in
5
the
weeks in a
playoffs.
row.
Hell yeah. Easy.
Versus the UMass, huh?
Not
saying the
UMass,
next 5 weeks.
Playoffs. Yeah.
You
He got to
saying-
win it all.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
So yes, he can. If
His ass
Georgia
down,
and
he gonna play good.
no shot. If Georgia and
Mhm,
Carson
mhm.
play like they did versus Tennessee,
Mhm.
are they capable of winning a national championship? And would you not think he's a first round quarterback at that point?
I would say yes, they are a national championship team if he could continue to play like that. But no, for being a top quarterback. No, I just don't. I mean, you saying the number one quarterback off
No,
again?
first round, not number one off
First
the board.
round?
First round. That's all I'm asking right now.
So I guess so for right now, man. I'm trying to think.
Mushan's such a hater.
I'm not hating it, man. I'm not hating it.
T. Yes
I
or
mean,
no?
I have to go. Yeah, he's just got the most upside from any quarterback out there right now.
Oh,
I think he's
my
more. I think he has more. He has
as
more
opposed-
arm
as opposed
talent than
to-
Sanders.
Let me click up on me. I don't care. We can fight about it. You got Shador, Cam, and him.
He has
You
more
know,
upside than all those guys.
Jalen.
I don't
Jalen
know,
would be a
bro. I
first one,
think
maybe.
coming from where he comes from, coming from the program he
Mhm,
comes
mhm.
from, I think he does. Like I don't know. Seeing what he sees on a weekly basis.
You know, you guys are funny.
I
though,
think
bro.
I think he does. Hey,
No,
listen,
I get that. I get that.
He will be the most impressive quarterback at the combine. I'll tell you that.
I
throwing the
can't say that.
football.
No, that's a click up.
now
That's a
that
click
I
up right
can't
there.
say.
That's a
Who
click
will be,
up.
who will be
That's
more
a-
impressive?
that's
Who
a
will be
click.
more impressive than him?
Marley, hold on. Let me
Bro,
click
that's
it.
a
That's
Who will be
click.
more impressive than
Bureau
him?
will probably run a 4.4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that, but like purely just throwing the football, Carson will look better than any of those other quarterbacks throwing the football.
I don't
Well, he
know.
better get LASIK before then.
Well, you ain't throwing against a defense.
That's
You
what
just
happened.
throwing routes on air. You in shorts. He looked good in shorts. Carson's
Bruh.
6'4", 235. He looked good in shorts.
Shador be throwing that
I'm
thing.
gonna be nice. I ain't gonna
People
say
on him. mean-
Yeah, but Shador doesn't. The ball don't pop out Shador. I love Shador. Shador's number one. I'm just saying. You put those two next to each
Let's
other
see,
in a
hey.
combine situation. Carson's going to be bigger. Carson's going to throw the ball better.
That boy gonna run out of ink over that bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I
That's
like
a funny
Shador.
one. I mean, he throws a nice ball. Don't get
Turning it
twisted,
over
but
in college, he gonna turn it over in the league.
oh, that's so.
But the
But
windows
it's just
get
funny how
tighter,
week to week.
tighter.
Just
He
2
was
weeks
jumping,
ago,
right?
2 picks ago, we were all saying that he
You ready
ain't
to
even.
spin that derby.
You know what I'm saying? 2 picks ago,
You change it, man.
he wasn't
Bro.
worth nothing.
I'm saying he has the most. This draft right here, he's got the most upside from just a
From right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he can do a lot for himself because he
Yeah.
dug himself a deep hole.
Mhm.
But the way he played last week, I love him.
Yeah, he
Carson,
did
give
great. He played good last week for
me
sure.
a hug.
I just like, I like that toughness. I like how he was playing for sure.
No doubt.
But
Give me that every week, Carson. We love that.
yeah, funny man.
Appreciate Bryce in the chat. That
Yeah,
Tennessee
Patty.
game was lit. It was the first UGA night game I've gone to in Athens. Section 130 was popping. I know, I'm jealous. I wish I was there. All right, let's get to some predictions for games this weekend. Georgia by 1,000,000. We all agree on that one. Indiana going to Ohio State. Ohio State, I need a score prediction too. Ohio State wins 28-17.
Wow. That's close.
28-20. 28-20. 28-20.
28-20. That's a close one right there. I got Ohio State 32-10.
Damn. I got Ohio State. I like that, Jack. Let's go, Jack. 34-17.
Raw for a reason.
I got Indiana.
Oh,
shit.
my.
Oh,
At the
Woo!
chat.
Tell him,
I
man.
don't believe it. What?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Mister, I don't want Indiana.
All about the Benjamins over here.
Let's go.
That boy said 45, 47. Yo, hell no.
I'm done with him.
Hell no.
Hell yeah. All right. Next big game, Florida hosting Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss winning this football game.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
Any objections? Okay.
Oh, no scores on this one, huh?
No, just the big one. Colorado,
Okay.
Kansas. Colorado.
Colorado.
We all want that to happen.
Yeah.
Can Auburn upset A&M
Mhm.
at home?
I mean,
Is A&M?
you never
Did
know
you
with
see?
them
Did
boys.
you see their coach?
Y'all was just talking bad about him.
Did you see their coach in the press conference?
What he said?
Oh, I wonder if I can get this clip.
Elko?
Yeah, Elko.
What he said?
Elko was saying that they're not looking ahead. They're not looking ahead. We're totally focused on Texas. Oops, I mean Auburn.
I love it. Give me Auburn. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
That's a hard place to play.
Uh-oh. So
I hope Auburn beats them. That'd make my day.
Auburn can beat them now, no doubt about it. Auburn's we all know
Yeah,
it's a
Jordan
really
Hare,
good-
we all know that. I hate playing
That
that there,
place
kind of.
hard to play.
Are you going with Auburn, Ben?
Sure.
Oh, my goodness.
He says sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh shit. Nah, give me an A&M.
Can y'all hear this?
No.
No, you can't hear that? Damn.
Here's
I don't know how to-
something, but
I don't know how to play it without audio. It is just too good. Let me see if I can
play
get
it
it
on
real
your
quick.
phone. That's the only thing you can do, really.
No. Watch. I'm gonna do.
Bootleg.
Let's see if it works this way. All right, here we go. After the Limu Emu chat. Can y'all hear it now?
Yeah, for sure.
On November 30th.
Can y'all hear this?
How do you deal with that with your guys and saying, hey, we still have something ahead of us at Auburn, or is that even a big issue?
I don't think it's an issue. I think when you're in the situation we're in, it's easy to focus on the task at hand. I think, those big games earlier in the year, maybe you look ahead. If we didn't have that stake, what's at stake? Maybe you would worry about it. I think our focus is single-handedly on Texas. I mean, on Auburn right now.
I love it.
Oh no, Elko! I just met with him last week. Good dude, awesome dude. Floridian, not Floridian. What's the word? Something slip. La. It's been a long day for your boy. It's something. It's something like it's
no
when
idea.
something is like in your mind and it's a something slip. Someone in the chat's gonna correct me.
We call those brain farts.
Not a brain fart.
A something slip, you saying?
It starts with an F. Whatever.
Fart.
Too tired for this shit. All right, boys. I think that's it for games. Good show. Freudian slip. There you go. Thank you, Red and Black Dog. That's what it is.
I bet that's a brain fart.
I just had a brain fart. That's what I just had. That's what I had. All right, everyone. Appreciate y'all joining us. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll have some player content coming out tomorrow, and we'll be back maybe Sunday, maybe. We'll see. Don't know if we'll have much to react from the game. Maybe we'll do a little bit depending on who plays. So we'll keep you all posted. If not, we will definitely be back before the Tech game next week. Have a great week, everyone, and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Dogs on top.
You know.